Hi everyone, this is Allison Bates, and I am doing my project on gangs, bullying, and violence in urban education. Throughout urban education, gangs, bullying, violence have been a topic of interest across the nation. From early childhood education to college, students react to self-inflicting issues about self-esteem. Students feel the need to fit in and be accepted. The need to feel accepted results in threatening situations involving the students in their education. This leads the students to act in gangs, bullying, and violence. My topic of discussion will include the effects of gangs, bullying, and violence has on education, how I will improve these situations in my classroom environment, how I ensure safety, how to educate others on these matters, how it affects society positively and negatively, and how I will apply strategies in my classroom to allow a full learning experience. The reason I chose this topic is because I feel that gangs, bullying, and violence are very prevalent nowadays in urban education, even in suburban education as well. Throughout my whole life, I went to urban schools and I've seen nothing but gangs, bullying, and violence from the age of 2 years old all the way up until college. I feel that with gangs, bullying, and violence, there needs to be an end to all of these. And as an educator, you want to provide different amenities for these students to allow themselves to fully immerse themselves in their educations. Gangs are subsequently started from urban youth children involving themselves in neighborhood trouble. They become friendly with each other and the need to fit in. With gangs, bullying, and violence, all students want to feel accepted, and that's the reason all three of these are intertwined with each other. Gangs are formed from urban advances, discriminations, social class depletion, family organizations, and possibly children resentment towards the way their families live their lives. Young children have personal failure issues and self-esteem problems resulting in drug wars, becoming homeless, and even involving themselves in gang initiation attacks. Children join gangs to feel the need to be accepted in a social surrounding and joining a so-called family or brotherhood. And a most common in gangs are the tendency to organize into social institutions like family, faith organizations, government, military, and even schools. With urban education, I feel that educators and administrators can decrease the need for gang involvement by increasing group work in schools, student and teacher connections, and even community work. These social involvements distract the students and help increase their social acceptance awareness. Working together with children involved in gangs can even prepare them for college and the work field later on in years. With bullying in urban education, it's derived from the bully feeling the need to victimize someone when they want the need to fit in. So they assume to attack and make other people feel threatened by them not fitting in. Some children have a hard time making friends, which makes them want to bully people. Bullying sometimes takes place on the playground, the bathroom, the cafeteria, crowded hallways, school bus. A lot of the times bullies go to these places because they don't want teachers and administrators finding out what they are doing. Teachers need to emphasize the importance of telling authority when they are being bullied because a lot of students are afraid to tell the teachers like they're tattling, and when in reality bullying is a serious issue, so it needs to be brought about to the table. Reinforcing rules in the classroom, insinuating bullying is not acceptable for a great way to start, but one way a teacher can prohibit any form of bullying in their classroom is by writing up a document that the student, administrators, teachers, and educators all sign with the parents to express the zero tolerance policy for bullying in their classroom. So if anything does happen in the school year, there are going to be further serious consequences brought about. The document also provides proof of investigation. Taking preventative measures provides for a safe learning experience as well. Each type of bullying, there's three different types: social, physical, and verbal. I thought this was interesting because a lot of people think bullying is just verbally attacking. Sometimes it's the physical with the bully attacking, pushing, or shoving the victim. The social aspect is internet-based interaction and socially isolating victims. And the verbal aspect is spoken to tease. And all of these types of bullying are seen in urban education for the need to fit in and feel accepted by others. In urban education, teachers need to focus on eliminating bullying by teaching respect right off in the beginning of the classroom, in the beginning of the school year. All students need to feel safe when they come to school, and providing this safe environment can allow students to fully immerse themselves in their education. Teachers should teach aspects of bullying and the importance of accepting one another in and out of the classroom, no matter where they are, age-wise, social-wise. Behaviors of bullying should be talked about in the beginning of the school year so they can make resolutions in the classrooms and pin them around the room. Educators should stay aware of their students' involvement in the classroom to keep them up to date on assignments, exams, and classroom interactions. The teacher should be able to keep students on task to ensure bullying does not take place at all and keep students aware of the consequences involved with bullying in education. With violence in urban education, usually this results from students, family, and school factors. At the top of the education system, violence has prevailed as an understanding that violence is achieved through the simple dynamics of life. It results from students feeling the need to fit in from race, color, background, social, and poverty statuses. The need to protect themselves overrides any form of rules or standards that are already set in the classroom and at home, so students resort to violence for the need to fit in and for attention. There is a significant demand in urban education with psychological behaviors that make students feel unsafe in any environment, which results in violence and crime in urban cities and neighborhoods. And then choosing this topic was significant to me because I grew up in an urban setting my entire life. Watching my friends become involved in gangs, being bullied, and some resorting to involving themselves in any type of violence they could put their hands on truly saddens me to this day. This topic touches many lives across our nation, and there needs to be an end to it. These issues are serious in education, and as an educator, I hope to be able to put a stop to gangs, violence, and bullying in any classroom or environment. With gangs, I feel like high school students often suffer from this disease to fit in with society at such an early age. All of these three issues are tied in together with gangs, bullying, and violence, and the need to be accepted. Urban education and society affects the nature behind what students learn and absorb. With pertaining to violence, students tend to react in a negative perspective because they feel unsafe and threatened. For a student to feel safe in their classroom, teachers need to be able to understand the meaning behind the student's initial reaction for their behavior.